Hello everyone and welcome to the Iris Try and Trust presentation. My name is David Sheridan and I'd like today to show you for about 10 minutes a very nice tool in our website called Try and Trust. It allows people to perform real-time demonstrations. What those easy to make demos require? Only two things: an internet access and of course samples. It can be your own samples, it can be samples from customers. For the purpose of my presentation, I'm going to use completely neutralized samples. It can be made available upon request. So let's have a look to the irisdatacapture.com website. And here at the bottom right corner, you have a button called Try and Trust. But you can also reach the Try and Trust page by going to the resource menu and click on the Try and Trust link. When you enter this Try and Trust web page, basically you have options to upload files and getting results in a few seconds. It is powered by the Iris Pulse platform, and we are using the power of the free-form extraction for two main scenarios. The first one is the European invoices demo, and another one is what we called any other document type that we try to extract information on. You just need to pick up the ones that you need. After having filled in some information and eventually registering to our newsletter to get additional information from us, you click on the next button. When you click on the next button, at that moment, the system is proposing you which demo you want to do. Let's try first the European invoice. I will go and browse my, let's say, file system, and I have very nice English from UK invoices in a PDF file format. Of course, there are some restrictions. A file can no longer be higher than 4 megs, right? It can not contain more than 2 pages. And of course, the file format is restricted to only be PDF, TIFF, or PNG files. Okay, anyway, if those rules are matched, you can click on the next button. And now we have to select a country. It makes sense to select the origin of an invoice because this is influencing, of course, the results you can get. Of course, if this is not available, the system will guess the origin with some elements on the invoice. And then clicking on the Submit button will trigger the upload of the file to the Iris Pulse platform. Then all the extraction process based on the freeform technology will happen over there. And after a few seconds, you should receive a finished message. You can also see the result by clicking on it. And during the time of the process, we also show a few information about the key elements about using a data capture solution, and particularly on invoice processing. Why do we need to use data capturing related to invoice? It's just an example of a return on investment that customer can get by using those solutions. Anyway, let's click on the result. And you can immediately see, basically, in this view, at the left-hand side, the result of the extraction process. At the right-hand side, the image. If you put the mouse focus on the image, you can even zoom in a little bit. So let's start with the first element, which is the VAT registration number that has been extracted. You have a pop-up indicating how we are extracting this information, against which rules and so on. And also you have the possibility to challenge a web service. If you give a VAT registration number, this web service is giving you the name and the address of the company. So this is quite impressive to have this kind of information on the go. And then if you click on the little eye over here, the system will always display and flash something in the image indicating where the system has been able to retrieve this information. All right. And this is typically the same for all the other fields like IBAN number, what is the rule and where it is located. We have invoice number, we have the invoice date, the order number. Then we have also the line items table that has been extracted. Again, we can see the relation with a quantity together with a unit price, and then of course the total net of a line. And a full table is extracted. On top, we can also see all the index that may also have been extracted at line level if, for instance, you have a discount rate. Let's go back to the header and footer data. And of course, the footer are just summarizing all the figures. Do you have extra cost? Do you have a net amount which is aligned with a tax amount, with a detected country, with a tax rate applicable in that country? And all those things are considered to retrieve the right gross amount. We also extract the currency because this is part of our standard. Okay, so this is 100% available. It is very quick. You see all the results immediately. You can also export the results to a file if you copy the contents of this to a file in a JSON way for further analysis or investigations. We also have a quick access to all the information related to the invoice capture in a marketing way. Therefore, you can have the brochure, you can access immediately the success stories published in our website, filtering by this data capture solution. You also have a summary of the return on investment that you can have. And you also have a quick link to the video we are publishing in our website. Okay. Let's go to the next demonstration. So I'm going to upload another file, and this is the other, let's say, kind of document. The principle is exactly the same. You select first the demo you want to run, and then you can browse a file, and I'm going to select this document.pdf file over here, and then I click next. Then the system will prompt you, okay, we have a country to specify, but this is an option. And then you have a list of fields that you want to enable. Do you want to select barcode, dates, email address, and so on? We have a quick button to select all, and you also can find a little bit information about the where we're going to search for those informations, right? But then the last one is very interesting because you can specify whatever value you want the system to look at. I have a nice scenario. I'm going to put 2 letters and then 5 digits. All right. And you can ask the system to specifically look for that value, or more interestingly, to look for a format, because we have a kind of a regular expression generator, and the system will try to give you the first hit matching that regex. All right, let's submit. Again, my PDF file is uploaded to the Iris Pulse environment, and after a few seconds, I'm going to retrieve immediately the result. And the result will be exactly the same as what we have seen previously in the invoice. We have the index data at the left-hand side, a few information, and we can also highlight where we were able to find values, and also the one that I have specified in my regular expression. So if you remember, I put 2 letters and 5 digits, and the system is now returning me the first match. This is concluding my demonstration. This is concluding my presentation. Please feel free to use this Iris Try and Trust tool, and do not hesitate to come back to your Iris business developer for further discussions, further information about it. Thank you.